Okay, so this is going to be my review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Season 2 finale. This came on yesterday, and I will be spoiling some stuff. There will be some spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I'll give you a few seconds to leave. Okay, I'm guessing if you're still here, you want to be spoiled. Anyway, let's get on down to this. Now, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 2... First off, let me say this. I didn't even know this was the Season 2 finale. I really did not. Because they didn't even build it up like, oh, it's the Season 2 finale. It's not like with Showdown, where it was like a two-parter. This one, it just felt like a regular episode because they didn't build it up. I didn't know till last night that this was the finale to Season 2. I was like, really? Huh. Anyway, so this kind of wraps up, well, pretty much wraps up the whole Karai thing, the whole Karai story that they've been building up. The Turtles want to break out Karai and rescue her, which they managed to do after fighting their way through multiple enemies like Tiger Claw, which, by the way, Tiger Claw has been a very awesome villain. I look forward to seeing more of him in the future. Also, I have the strangest sense that his adversary is Usagi Yojimbo, because when he first talked about losing his tail, he talked about a great swordsman that he battled once, and he called it his greatest enemy. So I was like, oh my god, if that's not Usagi Yojimbo, I'm going to be pissed, so I'm really hoping that's Usagi. Anyway, so, where was I going with this? So basically, this tells us a lot, not only about Karai and how she was taken by the Shredder, but also the Shredder and the Foot Clan itself. I was like, man, they really went to the origin of the Foot Clan in here. It was really cool, but also it kind of had a sense of Loki's origin. It was kind of like Shredder's new origin's kind of like Loki's origin, where Hamato Yoshi's clan, the Hamato clan, had been at war with the Foot Clan, and they had won. And the leader of the Foot Clan at the time was found by Splinter's father. And he was a baby, and he couldn't bring himself to killing his enemy's child. So he instead took Orokusaki in and raised him alongside his son as brothers. And they started out as friendly rivals, and then it just kind of grew and festered until Tang Shen came along, and that's when it really got real serious between Oroku and Hamato. So we had the both of them fight over Tang Shen until she chose Hamato Yoshi, and in response to that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and Shredder created he rebuilt the Foot Clan from the ground up and launched an all-out attack on the Hamato Yoshi clan, and they honestly, here's the one thing that made my jaw drop, because initially I thought Tang Shen was killed in a fire. In the other episodes, it doesn't really say outright that Shredder killed Tang Shen. They never said that, and I didn't think they were going to go for that. But no, they flat out say in this episode, Orokusaki murdered Tang Shen. Now, it was on accident because she stepped in the way of an attack that was meant for Hamato Yoshi, but she got in the way, and Shredder killed her and burned down the house in anger and blamed her death on Hamato, and then took Miwa and then raised her as Karai. That made my jaw drop, like, whoa. That really whoa. Because I didn't think this was going to go that route. Because, again, this show has been really good. I mean, it's probably... Legend of Korra's got some catching up to do, mind you. I'm just going to come out and say that this is the best show on Nickelodeon right now. I'm so impressed. And this episode really proves that. I mean, Season 2's had a lot of great episodes, so did Season 1, but I think Season 2, they've really stepped up their game. And the episode Vengeance is Mine really proves that. So Karai, filled with so much anger towards the Shredder, she goes out, even though Leo wants to help her, she knocks him out and heads off to fight the Shredder alone. Shredder beats her, and here's the thing about the Shredder, we quickly learn about the Shredder. He does care for Karai. He does care for her as like a daughter, even though he's not the world's greatest dad. And so she gets captured and is used as bait for the Turtles. And the Turtles and Splinter go after her. Meanwhile, Splinter has ordered Stockman to use his vat of mutagen to build a new mutant. And at first you think, oh, he's going to mutate Karai, and even Tiger Claw thinks that, but then he's like, no, I'd never do that to Karai. I'm going to use it I'm going to make the Turtles into serpents, and with Stockman's mutagen, and then they're going to be my servants, and I'm going to have them kill Splinter. Yay! So, really epic battle scene happens, because this is really intense, and Karai's being, what you think is Karai being lowered down in mutagen, and Leo's trying to save her, and Shredder gets in the way and cuts the rope, and Karai falls into the mutagen. Oh no! I was a little like, oh no, because then both Shredder and Splinter, both of them are like devastated. They are just, you can see it in both Shredder and Splinter's eyes that they've just lost their kid. And you see Karai come out of the mutagen as this huge serpent-like creature, and she just starts ripping shit up and then escapes. Wow, and this episode does not end well. This episode does not leave on a good note, because the Turtles are devastated. Shredder even says, I'm going to avenge you, Karai, and blames Splinter for it once again. So this episode was just wow. And then at the end of it, we find Karai can actually transform back into her human form and into her serpent form at will. Actually, no, not so much at will. We don't know if she can do that, like, she can just change at a drop of a hat. It's kind of actually, like, it kind of reminded me for some reason, like, it kind of reminded me of Noble Savage from Transformers Beast Machines. If you guys remember that character from that show. Kind of reminded me of that, where it could transform into this very intelligent creature, and then boom, turn into this wild animal. So Karai can clearly turn into like this snake-like mutant. The question is, where is she going to be in this later season? In the next season, excuse me. Where is she going to be in the next season is my big question. Is she going to be on her... She's obviously going to be a third party, but is she going to be on the Turtles' side? Is she going to be on her own side fighting the Turtles and the Shredder, basically blaming both Shredder and the Turtles for her transformation? Or is she going to just go after Shredder constantly, and the Turtles are like, no, revenge is not the way. It's like, oh, you let me turn into this, I hate you too, da-da-da-da-da. I don't know, I'm really curious to see where they go with Karai now, because I don't think this has ever been done with Karai, turning her into a mutant as well, and a very powerful mutant by the looks of it. So I'm really curious to see where this is going to go. Man, this whole episode hit me like a sniper rifle of feels. Like, oh... And they had everything. Like, right when Karai joined the Turtles and was with them, she was happy. Everyone was happy. It was like, oh, that'd be cool if Karai could just, hang out for a couple episodes or a whole series, and, hang out with her father, be the fifth member of the group, and, girl power with April, and pal around with Casey. That'd have been a lot of fun. But no, she's got a whole new level of her character now, which I really do applaud. I really do. I'm not complaining. I'm just really curious to see where they're going to go with this now. So it looks like Karai's going to play a big part in Season 3 by the looks of it. And, of course, we have the Krang invasion this huge-ass Krang invasion coming along. And I think we're going to pretty much be done with the Krang in Season 3. That's my thought, is that the Krang are going to be over and done with after this huge invasion. That's my hypothesis. And then, Season 4, because they have announced that they are doing a fourth season, and that's where I think we're going to get a lot more Foot Clan stuff. So, really excited for this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2012 cartoon, has been nothing but awesome. It has been just totally great. Love it. And I'm just really curious to see where they go with all this. And yeah, also I know we are getting Seth Green to voice not Donatello, Leonardo. I know he's going to be the new voice of Leo in Season 3 onward. I have no idea what happened to Jason Biggs, but I'm cool with Seth Green. He's a big fan of Turtles and geek stuff in general. So, and I think he could pull it off as long as he's not doing a Chris voice, which obviously he won't. I think Seth Green's voice could honestly work for Leonardo. That's just me, though. But anyway, guys, really, really good episode. Just 5 out of 5 for Vengeance is Mine, and just season 2 on a whole. It did have a few things like Pizza Face and Plan 10, which actually Plan 10 was not a bad episode. It was just kind of generic, but it did play around with the fact that, yeah, you've seen this done before. We're just gonna have fun with it. So yeah, not a lot. Just a lot of fun, season 2 on a whole. So yeah, I really want to know, guys, what do you guys think of this episode, and what do you guys think will happen for season 3? Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.